Hi, and welcome back. It's been a while, but I quickly realized that reading every day was not going to happen. So I have decided to read for a longer period of time. But we're still in the book of Enoch, and this is when it gets really interesting. So I hope you like it. We're in chapter 7, so we're going to read from chapter 7, section 2 to I believe chapter 10. And then I'll stop there because the story changes over to just a different part of the story of Enoch. It happened after the sons of men had multiplied in those days, that daughters were born to them, elegant and beautiful. And when the angels, the sons of heaven, beheld them, they became enamored of them, saying to each other, Come, let us select for ourselves wives from the progeny of men, and let us beget children. Then their leader, Semyaza, said to them, I fear that you may perhaps be indisposed to the performance of this enterprise, and that I alone shall suffer so grievous a crime. But they answered him and said, We all swear and bind ourselves by mutual execration that we will not change our intention, but execute our projected undertaking. Then they swore all together, and all bound themselves by mutual execration, that their whole number was 200, who descended upon Ardis, which is the top of Mount Armon. The mountain therefore was called Armon, because they had sworn upon it, and bound themselves by mutual execration. These are the names of the chiefs. I'm going to pause there and say forgive me for butchering these names, but they are very difficult to say. These are the names of their chiefs. Semyaza, who was their leader. Yeruka Barmiel, Akibiel, Tamiel, Remuel, Danel, Ezekiel, Serakuyal, Asael, Armis, Batraal, Anan, Zevabi, Samzivael, Artael, Terel, Yamael, Azariel. These were the prefects of the 200 angels, and the remainder were all with them. Then they took wives, each choosing for himself, whom they began to approach, and with whom they cohabitated, teaching them sorcery, incantations, and the dividing of roots and trees. And the women conceiving brought forth giants, whose stature was each 300 cubits. These devoured all which the labor of men had produced, until it became impossible to feed them, when they turned themselves against men in order to devour them, and began to injure birds, beasts, reptiles, and fish, to eat their flesh one after another, and to drink their blood. Then the earth reproved the unrighteousness. Moreover, Azazel taught men to make swords, knives, shields, breastplates, the fabrications of mirrors, and the workmanship of bracelets and ornaments, and uses of paint, the beautifying of eyebrows, the use of stones of every valuable and select kind, and all sorts of dyes, so that the world became altered. Impiety increased, fornication multiplied, and they transgressed and corrupted all their ways. Amazarek taught all the sorcerers and dividers of roots. Armers taught the solution of sorcery. Barakal, Barakayal taught the observers of stars. Akibiel taught signs. Tamael taught astronomy, and Asaradel taught the motion of the moon. And the men, being destroyed, cried out, and their voice reached to heaven. Then Michael and Gabriel, Raphael, Suriel, and Uriel looked down from heaven and saw the quantity of blood which was shed on the earth, and all the iniquity which was done upon it, and said one to another, it is the voice of their cries. The earth, deprived of her children, has cried even to the gate of heaven. And now to you, O holy ones of heaven, the souls of men complain, saying, obtain justice for us with the Most High. Then they said to their Lord, the King, thou art Lord of lords, God of gods, King of kings. The Lord of thy glory is forever and ever. Forever and ever is thy name sanctified and glorified. Thou art blessed and glorified. Thou hast made all things. Thou possessest power over all things, and all things are open and manifest before thee. Thou beholdest all things, and nothing can be concealed from thee. Thou hast seen what Azazel has done, how he has taught every species of iniquity upon earth, and has disclosed to the world all the secret things which are done in the heavens. Samyaza has also taught sorcery, and whom thou hast given authority over those who are associated with him. They have gone together to the daughters of men, have lain with them, and have become defiled. They have discovered crimes to them. The women likewise have brought forth giants. Thus has the whole earth been filled with blood and with iniquity. And now, behold, the souls of those who are died cried out, and complain even to the gate of heaven. Their groaning ascends, nor can they escape from the unrighteousness which is committed on earth. Thou knowest all things before they exist. Thou knowest these things, and what has been done by them. Yet thou dost not speak to us. What on account of these things ought we do to them? Then the Most High, the great and holy one, spoke, and sent an angel to the son of Lamech, saying, say to him in my name, conceal thyself. Then explain to him the consummation which is about to take place. For all the earth shall perish. The waters of a deluge shall come over the whole earth, and all things which are in it shall be destroyed. And now, teach him how he may escape, and how his seed may remain in all the earth. Again, the Lord said to Raphael, bind Azazel, hand and foot, cast him into darkness, and opening the desert which is in Dudal, and cast him in there. Throw upon him hurled and pointed stones, covering him with darkness. There he shall remain forever. Cover his face, that he may not see the light. And in all the days of great judgment, let him be cast into the fire. Restore the earth, which the angels have corrupted, and announce life unto it, that I may revive it. All the sons of men shall not perish in consequence of every secret, by which the watchers have destroyed, in which they have taught their offspring. All the earth has been corrupted by the offsets of their teachings of Azazel. To him, therefore, ascribe the whole crime. To Gabriel also said the Lord, go to the bidders, the reprobates, to the children of fornication, and destroy the children of fornication, the offspring of the watchers from among men. Bring them forth and excite them one against another. Let them perish by mutual slaughter, for length of days shall not be theirs. They shall all entreat thee, but their fathers shall not obtain their wishes respecting them, for they shall hope for eternal life, and that they may live each one of them 500 years. To Michael likewise said the Lord, go and announce his crimes to Samyaza, and to the others who are with him, who have been associated with women, that they might be polluted with all their impurity. And would all their sons have been slain, when they shall see the perdition of their beloved bind them for 70 generations underneath the earth, even to the day of judgment, and the consummation until the judgment, the effect of which will last forever, be completed. They shall be taken away into the lower depths of the fire and torments, and in confinement shall be shut up forever. Immediately after this shall he, together with them, burn and perish. They shall be bound until the consummation of many generations. Destroy all the souls addicted to dalliance, and the offspring of the watchers, for they have tyrannized over mankind. Let every oppressor perish from the face of the earth. Let every evil work be destroyed. The plant of righteousness and the rectitude appear, and its produce becomes a blessing. Righteousness and rectitude shall be forever planted with delight. And then shall all the saints give thanks and live until they have begotten 1,000 children, while the whole period of their youth and their Sabbaths shall be completed in peace. In those days, all the earth shall be cultivated in righteousness. It shall be wholly planted with trees and filled with benediction. Every tree of delight shall be planted in it. In it shall be vines be planted, and the vine shall be planted in it shall yield fruit to society. Every seed which shall be sown in it shall produce for 1 measure 1,000, and 1 measure of olives shall produce 10 presses of oil. Purify the earth from all oppression, from all injustice, from all crime, from all impiety, from all the pollution which is committed upon it. Exterminate them from the earth. Then shall all the children of men be righteous, and all the nations shall pay me in divine honors and bless me, and shall adore me. The earth shall be cleansed from all corruption, from every crime, from all punishment, and from all suffering. Neither will I again send a deluge upon it from generation to generation forever. And in those days I will open up the treasure of blessings which are in heaven, that I may cause them to descend upon earth and upon all the works and labor of men. Peace and iniquity shall associate with the sons of men all the days of the world, and every generation of it. So that is the end of chapter 10. Chapter 11, apparently there isn't one, at least in this book. So when I start back up, it'll be chapter 12. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section. I would love to hear what you're thinking. All right, have a great day.